Hello everybody, it's me, Jack. I'm really dark today. The sun is not out, it's kind of cloudy, so it's probably why I look a little bit color shifted. Welcome everybody, I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, and donut connoisseur. Corey's in the chat, only briefly. Odari, Shroffle, my kind of weather, yeah. The fall is upon us. The season of fall. Speaking of, we need to start to think about what we're gonna do for our October project. I do need to get last October's project still up. I do have that actually ready to go. I just need to hit publish. So I'm sorry I keep teasing everybody with that, but I do have a separate subscriber project for that, with all of those assets that from Behance and moderators. So, anyways, today we're gonna be I'm live early today. I know it's confusing. It's confusing for everybody. I have some errands to run today, and there's also construction happening outside, so I'm going live early to kind of avoid the construction, and also because I've got a pretty busy day today. But wanted to hop on for a bit. I have a bunch of stuff I need to do, a lot of little things, but they're going to be kind of tedious, and Corey's about to mow the lawn, so look forward to that noise. Yeah, it can't be much louder than the construction outside. It's you know, it is what it is. Someone is now parked in front of our house as well, so. Anyways, let's switch over to my screen. Enough chit-chatting. Peristyle. So, I got, we're back to this project. It's been kind of like a long and roundabout process. It's still kind of long and roundabout because we're not certain about the vendor that we want to go with for the bags, because we want to do some specific things with them, and the vendor that we chose can't really do this thing, so it's a little bit up in the air right now. But we did get the proofs back, and we made some decisions about how we want to move forward with those. And so I have a bunch of like little changes, but I need to kind of like reorganize what I've got here into separate labels and separate bags, and then I also need to put together some business cards. I think I'm actually going to start with the business cards because you're probably all sick of looking at the bags, so that's where I'm going to start. And the business cards should be pretty straightforward. Let me pull up my notes that I have on those. This email chain that I have going is like 100 messages plus deep, so let me get there. Yeah, for the business cards, I think we're just doing name, title, contact, email, and possibly phone number with the branding on it. I think we're doing black and gold. Black, white, and gold for that. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new file. I thought it would be kind of cool to go through this process. I'm just going to do a standard business card size. I don't know the metric units, but it's like 3 by 2.5. And I'm going to go ahead, and we're already set into print here. I'm going to go ahead and just add a 1/4 inch bleed on those. We'll hit OK. It's going to give me an artboard. Ooh, you know what? I don't think a 1/4 inch bleed. I think we go with an 1/8 maybe. Let's see, right. Let me double check my measurements. 3 by 2.5. Okay. I don't know why it looks so squished to me today. Oh, 3.5 by 2. I'm dumb. 3.5 by 2. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. Alright, so we got 3.5 by 2. Let's lock those. And I've got my bleed on here. Actually, let's just go up to our 4-inch bleed. It's fine. And we'll do documents. We'll make 2 artboards here. I'll make a front and a back of our card. And then we've got our branding that I'm going to pull over. So, getting static noises from the construction. No, it's my mic. I don't know if Corey's listening. We've tried fixing this mic, and it appears that the solution was not did not solve the issue. So, well, we'll try again. There's not a lot I can do about it in the immediate time, other than try to make some adjustments here. Corey's asking me, it's the mic. Yes, it's the mic. The mic is problematic again. Alright, so, anyways, let me go ahead and zoom in. Let me grab this. Get my swatches and everything in here. We'll do an ungroup. Let's grab our secondary font. Make sure we get our information in here. Do a copy and paste a couple times. Let's see. We'll make this. Oh my gosh, every single time I look back at my email, it changes the back out. So we need name. Of course, I hear this. The beats. Hmm? Are you trying to adjust things? I don't know what to do about it. Honestly, problematic. This microphone. Bliss is we're early. Yes, hey Bliss, we are early. Are you listening? Yeah, we're trying to troubleshoot this mic. It has to do with the the USB extension that I'm using for this. So, Bliss is saying you have a little like retro wave to your hair. Yeah, my hair is chaotic right now. It's been a rough week. But I made it. We made it here. It's been a rough week. I have surgery coming up next week. I am going to get a haircut today, so it's one of my to-dos. But right now it just kind of has a mind of its own. Yeah, Corey with the IT appearance. IT support, tech support. Huh?
I'm sorry, can they see me?
Yeah, they can see you, or hear you at least. Oliver's here, Schroffel, welcome everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Odari's also here. We've got everybody joining in. Today, Nick's saying hi, Corey. Yeah. I think we also maybe need to do social. Let's also do social. What?
Put my hand by it and I could hear the noise go up.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm trying to pull it back, see if that helps. It's not a big deal. Sorry, everybody. We'll work on solving that. So. Well, you know. It is what it is. I'm just working on how I might want to have the information on here. Take a look what we've got. Let's grab this. Let's regroup. I want to see what size this is. Oh, Odari. Speaking of, we haven't talked about this at all. Anybody else, for that matter, who's been I know Odari's been watching Foundation. Are you caught up? Are you caught up with the series? I bet it's getting close to the end. Nick says it sounds like local interference, loose connection maybe. No, it's not. It has to do with the USB extender for the mic. Because I don't have the ability to connect it. The cord is not long enough for this mic. I would need like a 20-foot cord, so I'd have to like have it. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Bliss is saying, just made a pork rind pancake for the second time ever, and it came out well. I just had to tell someone because I live alone. That's okay, Bliss. I love that for you. I don't know what a pork rind pancake is, though, so you're gonna have to, like, fill me in on the details. Wow, do I not have snapping turned on? I've also forgotten the shortcut. I had a momentary forget on what is happening. I've like suddenly forgotten. Smart guys. Okay. Command you. Okay, snap this in place. I'm thinking black for the card, although maybe it's too much. We have, let's make sure we're using CM, 100% K black here. Okay. Key black. Gosh, I don't know. You know what, I think, let's do, I'm real torn on whether we do, which logo we put on the back versus the front. Let's do, I think let's do this one on the back. What do we think? Or do we do the other one on the back? Ooh, let's do this one. And let's do, ooh, what do we do with this? Oh, I'm so torn. I think I want to put this over here. man, I don't know. I'm tempted. Oop, cancel. To take this one. And do white. And go. Come on. There we go. Thoughts? The vertical card? Yeah, I thought about doing, I'll probably do both. So I'm starting with the horizontal, and then I'll also try a vertical card. Options, you know? Cooked it in a pan with me. So you crush, okay, scrolling up. Yes, foundation is awesome. We have like one more episode left. It's going in a way. So Bliss is giving us a recipe for this pork rind pancake. I'm gonna read it out for you. Bliss says, you crush pork rinds or get some pork rind panko. That's a thing? You can get panko pork breadcrumbs? I did not know that. You know, when you said this recipe, have you ever heard of, you can get it like if you go to like some kind of like an Asian grocery store, like a Korean or, you know, Japanese or Chinese store, you can get pork floss. I bet pork floss would work really well. It's like already kind of like crushed up. But you mix the crushed rinds with egg and some baking powder, and then Bliss added cinnamon and pumpkin spice because why not? This sounds so interesting to me. I mean, I feel like my sister gave me a recipe for like pork that uses like baking spices, like a pork roast. But I'd have to go look up the recipe. So maybe cooked in a pan with homemade ghee. Odara says yesterday was Star Trek Day. Lower Decks is back. It's so funny. Yeah, is it? Was that like a thing? I feel like I got like a email or something that like it was Star Trek Day, like a actual like thing. Bliss hungry. Yes, you can get pork rind panko on Amazon. I didn't know it was a thing. I had no idea. The more you know. Now I'm a little sad that we don't have the full logo on here. Oh well. I want to just kind of keep it really simple, I think, on a business card. Although I like the idea of like, maybe we'll pull in the square or something as like a design element here. Or something like that. Yes, no, maybe. Seems really far over. Make sure it lines up with the glue. There we go. I know I'm not like done with like styling or anything like that, but just trying to thinking to myself how I want to do this. I kind of want this to be separate. The social stuff. Maybe we do Peristyle.com. Alright. Good enough. I'm gonna make a copy and paste, and then bring this down. And we're gonna do the opposite here. So let's do 2 by 3.5. Oop, come on. We'll do the opposite. I'm not sure. Everybody's talking about Star Trek Day. Mustafa, welcome. It says the more popular eating like keto, low carb, and carnivore I've gotten, there are many more unusual options available to serve this community because capitalism. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get caught up on chat. On September 8th, 1966, Star Trek The Beautiful Verse. Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't know when it started, but yeah. I have seen, yes, if let's say yes, alright, to this day, I still think I prefer the OG Star Trek. The OG is best. Not that I have anything against Picard and them, but there's something about the original. The Next Generation is awesome also. But yeah, I don't, I like all of them. I don't think that I have a, strong opinion one way or the other. They're all different reasons. I'm always so torn about, like, I'm never a fan of, like, centered text. So I'm always like, meh about it, you know? So it's like that's like a weird thing, like, just like a me thing. You know? I'm not a big fan. Two options. That I can't decide between. I can't decide if I want to like have the information separate, like farther apart, together. Ungroup. Let's do this. Ungroup. There we go. And I like that the positioning is pretty close to the front and back. I can always come back. It's a little big. You know what we should do? We should make it gold since it's gold over there. Let's do that. Match the coffee bags. I think that looks nice. I'll leave it on this because we didn't actually gold it. Here. I think it makes sense to leave it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as a cloud dog. How did I name these? Packaging. Yay! I was gonna ask you about that, Odari. We worked on the stuff last week for Society of Sprinkles. How your Gregory went with your cosplay, but it sounds like they're on the way. You don't have to send me the rest. Odari, how about you take the rest of the Gregory stickers and you hand them out at the event you're going to. I think that would be cool. Spread the Gregory. Or you can send them to me and I can share them. But it's up to you. Alright, I'm gonna leave this for now and I'll revisit it. But I want to move on to, I've got a couple things to do. So, we've got some things to do with the packaging. Like I said, we're gonna separate these out. So that there's separate labels and separate, so the labels are going to be separate stickers, if that makes sense. I'm wondering, I have made a copy, I'm wondering how I should handle this, if I should leave this file alone, if I should make the edits here, I'm unsure how I should go about handling this. Because what we're going to end up doing, I don't know if I need, I'm like torn between leaving this file as like standalone, as like packaging concepts, and just working on the actual like print files at this point, versus coming in here and making everything separate and correct in here. I don't know, what do you think? What does everybody think? What's everybody's thought? I said, will do, I'll still send you some. You're so kind. I don't know. I don't know how to approach this. What's my thought process? I have to, this is the like, concepts, right? Packaging concepts. These were the designs that we put together, and then from here I put together the print proofs that got sent to the printer, got printed up. But now I have, like, the actual copy that I need to put for the back, and we're gonna separate these and do separate, just cards, and leave you can see the front with the removable carb. We're gonna have this like front the package is gonna be like this, but the label is actually gonna be a sticker. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, do I update the files here? Do I just update the print files? I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to do it here so you can see what everything looks like, and then I'll update the print files, because these are the ones that I actually... Let me just pop open one of these. Here's the actual, like, proofs. You know, the designs that were sent off to the printer, so you can get an idea. These had to be, like, obviously fit their specs. So, but now we're not sure if we're going to this printer, so maybe it does make sense to just kind of do them in here. Alright, I think I've kind of answered my own question. I've talked myself into circles about how I want to do this. So, every time I need to come back here, it like scrolls me to the top of my email. So, they want to see... The other complicating factor is they want to see one version of the front with let's just get removal without sticker label. They want to see two different designs for this. One with the statue behind it, and one with a version of the logo behind it. And I don't want to have to like try and squeeze more stuff onto this artboard. So you know what, I'm gonna do this. Let's go to our artboards. I'm gonna add another artboard just for labels. And we'll just keep the bag designs, I think, separate from the labels. So I'm going to make a copy. Alright, and let's make this wider. So this will be 1 kilogram coffee bag, dye line color. We're going to say 1 kilogram coffee bag label. I'm gonna do the same thing for the purple one here. And then I'm doing this all in order in the artboards panel over here, so that when I hit this rearrange, it's going to rearrange all my artboards for me, even though you can see they're not rearranged currently. Here, let me show you. So if I go up here to this and hit rearrange, you're going to see that it's going to put them back in order for me. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Moving it back to be underneath where I want it to go, and then typing label. I mean, it's just, we'll get rid of label. Just label. It's fine. It's not really a dye line. It's just the label. And I think we decided to do... Okay, this is good. I was probably listening, why do I have a CMYK color palette at the bottom of the packaging? I've seen those marks in packaging before, and I don't know why. This is actually from the printer, so this is what they... these are their specs. They've asked for the file to be provided with this included. this is typically done for like color proofing, and it's you can see it's underneath where the packaging would be glued and sealed, and so you don't actually see it. I think it's just kind of meant to be like a color proofing, sort of like when you do like a test print with on like a, if you've ever done like one of those, a test print on a printer to make sure that your ink levels are good. I think it's kind of like that kind of a thing to like color proof. Alright, now with that done, I know I have to do the rest of these, but I'm gonna remove the labels from here, and I'm gonna leave them over here. Can I get another one on here, or do I have to do the sticker label? I might have to move the design of the sticker label over here. I don't want to have to try and squish it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. Home group. This is the front with the sticker label. We'll actually do ungroup. No, we'll leave these. This is gonna be the actual card. So, come on. Just make sure I've got that all the same. Actually ungroup this and make these small. Let's make each of these the same height, and I'll adjust the width. Come on. This does not want to cooperate. There we go. Might be the same width now. Yep, okay. I'll have to say this is primary color. That. Right, so now this is 1 kilogram. Let's do and labels. Now over here, we'll create a variation that has this behind. Let's just see how this looks. We'll try 2 options. We'll try this one, which I think is going to be too much, and then the other alternative is to try the probably this one. All blue? What do you think? This one? We can go all blue. Or all blue and gold. And not have the gradation. Let's do that. That's too much gold. Let's go all blue. I like all blue, actually. Personally. And this is going to be behind the sticker label, so this would just be printed on the bag, and then the sticker would go over top. Let me check my... I think we only need no ounces, so we're going with just the weights. Kilograms, 1 kilogram, 12 ounces, and 5 pounds. I think we're just doing that. We're not adding the other. Let me double check. I didn't actually have a note on that. A note on that anywhere. You know what we could do now that I'm looking at this? Instead, we could just do this. Or just like the logo itself. Would that be too much? Like without the type? Not too much. I feel like that would just be like call inception. Definitely probably too much. Alright, I just don't think that this other logo is gonna work. It's gonna have to be the that version. Hey Alessandra. Welcome. I feel like we've already been streaming for an hour and I'm still working away at this. Alright, let me take a look at the back of the bag copy. I'm just putting it in. And then I will edit the look. And we're just doing the website. It should be centered. I don't like the hyphenation. Let's go in here. And figure this out. How do I want to lay this out? The dreaded centered text again. I'm gonna use the let's use the proper name. Maybe it's an opportunity for that little bit that we put in the business card again, huh? That little square in the back. Or it could just be placeholder until I think about what kind of like thing I want there. And this is gonna have like a stamp next to it, so hope we could center that as well. I think this can be, let's bring this down to like 12. I'm gonna emphasize that. So I was understanding at the moment, getting lost in Pinterest trying to find my next inspiration. This was great, Jack. Thanks. Are you a big Pinterest, a big fan of Pinterest for like doing, that kind of stuff? I'm always curious to where, people find their, sources of inspiration, so. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. I actually think I like this better. Working on some zines. That's fun. Are you thinking about like starting your own zine project? Let me make sure I've got your name pronounced correctly. Asim, thank you so much for the follow. And make sure I do that. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just over here percolating, to use the coffee term. I could just use like some lines. I don't know. I don't want to like overuse this little accent. That's my fear. But I do kind of want to like frame this, like separate it out, the information. If that makes sense. Oh, you have a zine? Alexander says, I have a zine fest to attend. And I was invited to for October. What is a zine fest? I'll just know. I'm curious. Actually, let's bring our rose date over to align with the Peristyle. I don't know. I'm worried about the little squares being too much. Alessandra says, where other artists will be selling their zines, each will have their own theme. Mine's going to be mental health. Of course it is. It's really awesome though, Alessandra. It sounds like a lot of fun. Are you planning on working on your mental health zine on stream? You just doing some research to get started with it? Alright, so for the labels, we are doing origin, flavor notes, process, varieties, and elevations. We need to do a little bit of restructuring here as well, looks like. So we're going to have the coffee name. Let me just like mentally wrap my head around this. So we're going to have coffee name, we're going to have the flavor notes, which I already do have down here. We're going to have, and I believe this is probably going to be the order that they want the information into. Origin. We got origin, flavor notes, and we're going to have process, varieties, and then we're going to have elevation. Center it. This is all the information we have got here. And we need to kind of fit it, so we're probably going to have to scale this down a little bit. This is all in that group. Okay. So we're gonna grab the coffee name. I'm gonna put this in. Oh, this is probably the coffee name. Let's do this. Let's do. I don't want to do this. Springs up. Bring this up. I'm just reorganizing what I have. Let me bring this down. Coffee name. We'll do origin. Flavor notes. Process. Come on. Okay, so we have origin, coffee name. So let's start to put some copy in here. So we've got example copy. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. Alright, so now I've got all the information in here. I need to make it look nice. Well, Sarah says, yep, I'm gonna do some on my stream. I need to do about 20 or less. I have 10 or so far. You need to do 20 or less, like, you mean like pages? Or, like, what do you mean? Let me know. Do this type? No, it's too hard to read. I'm gonna go with that. Let's do. I'm wondering if we should change this to be more like. More like this. And we'll do origin. that too much? Might be too much. I do think it needs to be split, though. Oh, I forgot these notes. Hang on. This is gonna be... I do think it needs to be split like this. Each zine has 8 pages, so I have 20 or less sets. Oh, you have to do 20 sets of 8 pages, so whatever 20 times 8 is. So 160 pages? That's a lot to do before October. 160 pages in a month. Do you have to write all the copy and do all the illustration stuff too? I don't know. I kind of like the type, but I worry about the legibility of it, but I do like it. Like this. I do think this could be smaller. Maybe smaller. Center. Alessandra said, "Don't remind me. Yep, I have to do everything myself." Oh no. Thinking. Should this varieties and not varietals? Yeah, it says varieties. I'm going back and forth a little bit about, like, some of this being... wondering how important it is to have this in a specific list. If I can some of this be did tasting notes and then the name. This could be in its own box. I'm not sure. I want to make too many, like, executive decisions about, like, priority. Since it was given to me in a very specific order. I feel like I need to keep it in that order. You know? Which would mean doing this. Or just sticking with this format. I don't know if I should rearrange it. Pouring outside where Alessandra is. It's just very cloudy here. You can probably tell. Let me see how my camera looks. My camera was very, like, blue lit. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy here. I don't have a lot of... All of my sunshine that I had is gone now, unfortunately. I don't know. I do have to hop off in about, like, no more than 15 minutes because I have to... Well, actually, I probably have to hop off now. I have to be somewhere at 4, so and I need to, like, go get ready, and it takes me about a half an hour to get there, so I might actually have to hop off now that I think about it, but I don't know, we did like a little over an hour stream. Thought maybe I could make it to 2, but I didn't get started until about like 1:30, so about a little over an hour. I don't know. I do think I have to hop off, but anyways, thank you for hanging out. I obviously have a lot more work to do on this. Label. I feel like this needs to be boxed in. I feel like there needs to be some kind of like a... something here. Or like some kind of like a visual separation between like the... Why is it doing doing this? Let's try to go out. Must have had something to do with the group I was in. I don't know. I'm tempted to like put this information like inside of I don't know if that I don't have a lot of space, so I don't want to like force it. Varieties need to also be in the back. Just want to kind of like get to a point where I feel like somewhat satisfied with this. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I need to work on organizing this since now I have a lot more information to kind of deal with. I feel like if we're gonna go with all this too, this should be gold maybe? The actual like label text. Anyways, a lot to think about, but I'm glad you hung out with me and helped me kind of get through some of this. Apparently it's gonna take forever to save, so I'm not gonna switch over to my business cards. But we worked on the business cards today for Peristyle, and I worked on the changes to the bag stuff. I think that was all of the main changes. I need to go through and make the different color variations and stuff like that. There weren't like I said, there weren't like a ton of changes. There were just a lot of like, now we have real copy and let's make sure that we get it designed for real copy. And I wanted to do those business cards, and we need to update after I get all of these kind of like concepts redone. I'll then move on to like doing the actual print die lines, and I have to make a separate file now for the labels, which are going to be different. So anyways, I have a lot of like small kind of tedious tasks to do, so that's what I have to look forward to. I don't know if we're going to work on this tomorrow, or we're going to go back to the Society of Sprinkles. We'll have to see. I do need to get this done, so I'm using this as time as an excuse to get through the work that I need to do, because I haven't had a lot of... It's been a very rough couple of weeks for me. Corey got COVID. That was not fun. I have surgery this week. It's been crazy. I've also just had like a ton of stuff to do. It's just so, you know, making my way through it all. Trying to do my best. I appreciate you all hanging out with me and keeping me motivated to stay on task. So yes, thank you to the mod squad, Odari, Bliss, Corey, and Nick. I've got their links in the description of this video if you want to go check out what they do. Corey's Crock of Time, Food and Fermentation Community, Nick's music stuff, Fraggin' Opus, I've got the Bandcamp there, and then Bliss and Odari are both streamers here on Behance. I've got links to their Behance in the description. Odari streams on the weekends as a part of the, you know, can we really call it Saturday morning, or just like the weekend Saturday morning cartoons, weekend streamers, along with Umacorn, Elisandra, and I'm blanking on who else. So, thank you everybody who hung out with me today. I want to do a big shout out to everybody: Ashraful, Bliss, Corey, Elisandra, Mustafa, Nick, Odari, Oliver. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. I feel like I saw... Oh yeah, Draw Tune Saturday. Thank you, Odari. I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but I know I said I was gonna... Good luck with your zine, Elisandra. Elisandra's also streaming on Behance, as well as Bliss and Odari. I don't think I have any other announcements. I'll be back my normal time tomorrow, 4 p.m. I just got this... As soon as I put my schedule in, I had to move some stuff around on Saturday, so yeah, it is what it is. So, of course, But I'll be back Saturday and Sunday. I probably won't be streaming next weekend because I have surgery, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted on that. But I'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Normal time, normal place. I don't know what we're gonna work on. Let me know. Let me know if you have any opinions on what we're working on tomorrow. Okay. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If I don't see you all tomorrow, oh wow, I'm really short. I'm really short today. My hair will not be so crazy because I'm going to get a haircut. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a great start to your week. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. Bye, everyone.